Hi, and welcome to the blue and green deployment section. In this section, we're going to talk about upgrading environments. And before we're jumping into the details, it's good to understand why we do upgrade environments. And the main reasons are new features and security vulnerabilities. And that is also the reason why Amazon forces us to upgrade roughly every 3 months. And that is to gain new features and patch any security vulnerability that's been coming up during the past 3 months. These updates can sometimes take a bit of time, so it's an important feature is to be able to upgrade the environment while it's being used at the same time. There are a few approaches people take to solve this problem. The most common ones are A/B testing and canaries, which is typically when we have applications where we want to test new features. So it's the system itself is not being upgraded in large parts. And there are rolling deployments when system is being upgraded, but you can do it in a gradual fashion. Or there might be major updates, and that is when we use blue-green deployments. Blue-green deployments is also what we use at Shell Street Labs when we're upgrading our environments. And the way it looks like is that we have two parts of the system behind the scenes, one green system and one blue system. The green system is in this picture the active system, while the blue one is standby, and we can upgrade that without disturbing the end users. In practice, this looks like a system which has a separate DNS name. So this is the blue system, this is the green system, but for the end user, there's neither blue or green, and it's just one system. To manage these systems, we use GitLab, and there are 3 jobs that are of interest. One is called check active, so we know which one is the currently active system. One is called refresh data, where we copy data from the current active data into the system that's being updated. And there's one called set active that we use once we upgraded the system. We can repoint the current active system to the one that's been upgraded. Let's have a look at these individual jobs. First, we're looking at the check active system. In practice, it's just a pipeline within GitLab where we run it on really either branch because it just reads. We set an action to be check active, and we run the pipeline. Once this job is finished, it has a green check mark, and we will see which environment is active. In this case, it's the blue one. Now we know that we can upgrade the green environment since the blue one is the one that's active. So what we do is that we go in and upgrade the green system, and once the green system is updated, we can copy over data from the blue system, since that is where the user is currently working, using next job, which is called refresh data. Refresh data is essentially copying the disks behind the scenes in the AWS environments, and it's also captured in a single job in GitLab. This is run exactly as the check environment or check active job, although it's called refresh data. This is obviously run on one of the branches that are active. So if we want to copy from blue to green, we run this on the green branch. The job itself is essentially running an environment called bfrost, which is the system that copies data. It assumes a role in the system that it copies it from, so it has access to the account and takes a backup of the current system. And then it finishes off creating the new version in the upgraded system. Finally, once we copy the data over, we can set the upgraded system active, which is the third and last job. And that is also one of the jobs that is run just like the other ones using a manual pipeline. And we run that on the branch that we want to set active. So for example, in this case, on the green one. And once this is finished, then we can make sure that the active job is pointing to the new environment, and everything should be working with no problems. And with that, we're finishing this section, and hopefully you'll get your updates all stable.